Birmingham, watch it, you know.
Whoa, Birmingham strong catch a fire.
Wow, what's happening, man?
The cutting edge and Steppin Razor Boot Baruka live and direct in Birmingham.
When? Where, mate?
Sunday the 6th of November at the Parkland Banquet in Sweet Richmond House, Park Road, Birmingham, West Midlands, B185EH.
What's gonna be happening then?
This will be a night of firebrand poetry, hardcore reasoning and straight up empowerment. One of the most powerful minds to emerge from the Rastafarian movement, Jamaica's leading dub poet. The host of the infamous Cutting Edge and Steppin Razor.
How much for tickets then? Where did you get them from?
Be amongst the first to purchase the early bird discount tickets while they last. £11 tickets more on the door. Doors open from 5 till 11. To purchase your tickets, check the Hatman shop at 54 Stevenson Street, Birmingham City Centre. And to purchase your tickets online, log on to algaroo.com. For further information, contact 07376 194 502. Birmingham strong come alive this hour on a fire.
I tell the people them so about there. Birmingham, come pack up the players.
This is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. We're there with you next Wednesday. Thursday. What? We're still in a Wednesday. We're there with you next Thursday. So, the program is kind of warm today because we have quite a few things inserted into this program now today. You know, we're supposed to be talking to the Paula Lowen, which is the public prosecutor. That's what them call her. Or them call her. What is her title again? Give me the paper there. The man I read my paper and make me say the wrong thing. That's that. Sure. All right. We get the director of public prosecution saying we are long epistle of things. We don't know if you're going to read up the whole light, but it pertaining to the Patrick Powell, Regina versus Patrick Powell, allegations of this thing where I take over the whole of Jamaica. This reminds me of Vibes Cartel case, you know. Yeah, man, I see when people start interested and you hear all theories, pan top of theories and conspiracy, pan top of conspiracy. About where go on. Some people never there, they tell them, say, oh, me know. Everybody know something, you know. Yeah, all this is what I know. Everybody know. And yet you don't have no witness. It's weird, you know, that you know something. But you know it when you talk. And you evaluate based off of where you hear. And most of the time when we are hear things, it not have no validation. Because a lot of times, you know, them have a thing named China telephone. You have a whole heap of people in a room and you whisper something to somebody and you expect the next person to whisper to the next person. By the time you reach the last person, you know, say, well, the first person did say that. So, them call it China telephone. I don't know if it's a racist talk still. Why they put it to Chinese telephone, but I that them say. So, you find, say, one person hear one something and then the next person hear the next something. And by the time the next person attack to the next person, it's like him the dead and attack. So we're going again, because we see it all over the media and thing, we're going again try to find some form of clarification that the people them can get a insight into what really happened. So we're going to talk to three persons as it relates to this case here. Serious thing. Yeah, we try to get Mr. Powell, but on the instruction of him lawyers, them say him better hold off until the other case thing about the gun thing finish. And you know, say, no care how long it take, this case will always be a thing where people need to hear. Okay, so we are going to really go into a broadcast, outside broadcast. IRF now brings you a live outside broadcast from the Michael University College annual Michael Open House at 1A Musgrave Road, Kingston 5. It comes to you courtesy of the Michael University College, a world of possibilities. Over to DJ Amber. DJ Amber.
Hi, Mota. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Rain fall up there.
No, it's just bleaky from we've been here. No rain, no rain.
All right, give time.
All right, well, let's get to it right now. It's actually our final link coming to you from the Michael University College Open House. They have been having presentations all day long on the different, things on offering here for persons interested to join Michael College and, of course, contribute to the field of education. I have two guests. Let me just get between them right here. I have two guests now, one on my left and one on my right. And first, let me speak to Mrs. Sharon Wolf, Director of Alumni and Development here at Michael College. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and how are you?
I'm doing good. You?
I am great.
All right, fantastic. How's the day been going so far?
The day's been going very well. We have a large turnout. I think the students are enjoying it and also enjoying hearing about what it is that we offer here at the Michael and why the Michael University College is, in fact, the institution of choice for teacher education.
Wonderful. And you have not become the college of choice by chance. It's been 180 years in existence. That is a long, long time. You have some celebrations coming up. Tell us a little about that.
As we celebrate our 180th year, we have had a series of celebrations from January, where we have done launched some of our new things. And what we have coming up on Sunday is our first 5K. And why that is important for us is that all the proceeds will go to what we call the PUMP program. It is called Pump It Up 5K, and it has to do with our pre-university men's program, where we identify young men at risk, probably with about 2 or 3 CXCs, and we bring them in for a 1-year program. That program facilitates social reengineering and socialization, academic enhancement, personal development, identifying a scale of choice. And so when they are through, they hopefully will be able to matriculate into the 4-year degree program because, we have a shortage of men in the classroom. And in fact, I always say, who are going to marry our daughters?
Right, we want educated men around here. That sounds fantastic. All right, so that's one very good initiative. Just give us like 3 more of scholarships or other opportunities that people could, take advantage of.
What we do, I know you know already of the government, the partnership between the government of Jamaica and the Michael regarding a math scholarship. But we also have scholarships that we give at the first year. The students just entering are able to apply for the faculty scholarships. We have 3 faculties, and we have bursaries also. And once they get from their second year right through to their 4th year, there are a variety of scholarships, both from corporate Jamaica and alumni who are able to do that. In fact, we have students who have gone through the college solely on scholarship.
Wow.
Meaning that their performance, academic performance, have to be up to scratch. They participate in extracurricular activities, show leadership skills, and develop those. And I believe, because we are developing here at the Michael holistic individuals to go into our classrooms to impact our young people so that they can develop and take over from us and be the best that they can be.
Wow, you really represented well. Thank you so much.
I'm a Myconian.
All right, beautiful. That was Mrs. Sharon Wolf. You have a great afternoon.
Great, but can I just encourage people to sign up for the 5K on Sunday here, starting here at the Michael. We're still inviting you to come on. It's $1,000 for individual entries. It is for an excellent cause. We talk about crime. We talk about scamming. We talk about youth at risk. We are trying to address those issues. Join us.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
All right, Mrs. Sharon Wolf. And make sure you sign up, guys, for the Pump It Up 5K. And let me just talk quickly to the lady on my left, Miss Kadisha Blake, your senior lady, Guild of Students. So that means you have a whole heap of different people to talk to every day. Tell us about the Guild.
All right. So the Michael University College Guild of Students, we are the government body for the students, and we try our best to represent them and lobby on their behalf.
All right. What are some of the issues you lobby for?
Oh my, there's so many.
Give me 3.
All right. So the first issue that we lobby for is scholarships and grants. So we have students that they're in need of financial assistance, and so we try our best to bridge that gap where it needs be. Also, we are working on our special needs initiative this year for our special needs students that is visually impaired and otherwise impaired. Right. The third issue that we're trying to incorporate the Jamaican culture more, where we realize that it is something that is dying and we need to revive our best in the form of heritage symposiums and reggae concerts. So we're trying to revive that culture.
Beautiful. All right, we're pretty much out of time. I just want to thank you so much for talking to me, and of course, all the best with your work here at Michael.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so that was Senior Lady Guild of Students, Miss Kedisha Blake, and that's it from us here at Michael University College Open House. Lots of students inside interested in becoming, a part of education, which is very important here in Jamaica. Thanks so much for listening, y'all, and I know you're going to stay tuned to the Steppin Razor. My name is Amber on behalf of DJ Smurf and Ricky and Irvin here on location. We're out, and it's back over to you, Muta.
Yes, give thanks, Amber. That was that was a live outside broadcast from the Michael University College annual Michael Open House at 1A Marasca Road, Kingston 5. It came to you courtesy of the Michael University College, a world of possibilities. Yeah, the time is 2:30. This is the Steppin Razor. We're there with you. We have Mr. Stephen Shaw, Communications and Customer Service Manager at the National Works Agency. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you, man?
Not too bad,
Me say not too good, right me? Like man not too bad, me say not too good. The glass half empty, man. Okay. All right. We see the rain we are going in Jamaica here right now. I mean, we never get no hurricane, but we get the rain. And me look on the road them, because me's a man now. My wife always tell me, say, boy, I should have done Minister of Works. Because everywhere me go, I look on the road them, Mr. Shah.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Why is it that every time liquor rain fall, the same road where them just fixed a couple months ago broke out again? What causing that to happen?
All right. It's a bit of a stretch to say that every time the rain fall, it's the same road broke out. Anyway, let me explain generally what happened. We have roads that have actually outlived their useful life. Roads are designed to last for a period. In the same way that we hear that we have, when we were created, we're created to last for 70 years, and if by strength or some other reason you go beyond that, it's the same thing with road. We design a road and it goes for 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, based on its design life. Now, what happened? During the time that you would have been using such a road, let us say you design it to last for 10 years. It needs intervention at a certain point or at regular intervals in order to make it last beyond that. Now, we have had an issue as it pertains to the maintenance of roads. I mean, we all know that. We have the financing has not been readily available over many years to maintain our roads the kind of way that we would have liked. In other words, the pushing of roads to replace the wearing surface. Some of the surfaces are made from asphaltic concrete. Some of them are from what old-time people refer to as tar and chip, what we call now double surface dressing.
Yeah, but let me ask you something. Hold on, man. Let me ask you something. You try to tell me, say, it's a lack of money. Why, when them fix the road, and because it's road old, because it overused at time,
oxidized,
and lack of money, that when you see a hole in the road and them cover it with mud and tar, the reason why when the rain come it dig out back is because the road outlive its time and lack of money there to fix it properly.
All right, that is just one of the factors. Another factor.
But hold on, man. May I ask one question, yes or no?
Yeah, man.
Me want to get it clear, you know. You have some hole on the road, so right at IRFM, go up the road, so see?
Yeah.
I tell you, say, earlier in the year, them just fix the hole, them patch up the hole. You want to tell me, say, the people, them who have fixed the road, because the road hole, there's no way them can fix the hole, that when the next rain come, the hole not dig out. It's because the road hole, why it can't fix properly?
Well, I know, and let me answer you.
Yeah.
Now, you have areas. There are times when, without a doubt, the work that is done, it's a patch section, it's not done properly.
It's not done properly.
That is without a doubt.
All right. So if you get a work, who do the work? Contractors do the work.
Contractors do the work.
All right, let me ask you a question now. The service management, the National Work Agency, when them give out a work to a contractor, them sign a contract say that if the road fixed today and in 3 months time, something wrong with it, them need to go fix it back without getting more pay.
Yeah, man. You have a clause in the contract stipulating same.
All right, let me tell you something, Bridget. What spur me to call you is that there's a piece of road going up Shartwood Road, you see? Right after going north, right after you pass Stella Maris. Right which part of woman them sell newspaper where the road divide between Oliver and Shartwood. All right. Over a year, the road they dig out, and every car pass up a bob and weave round it. About 4 weeks ago, and I'm not exaggerating, about 4 weeks ago, this come, that come, dig out the road deep hole, make the road a 1-lane traffic. This is about a month ago me I talk about now, you know. All right. So, them fix back the road now. Me pass by the road and say, Ray, at last, over here, them fix the road. 2 weeks time, 2 weeks ago, the road dig out again, the same spot where the man them fix, dig out again. Tell me what is the cause of that, and if you know about it, you know about
the problem. The problem there is not the road or the work that was done. There's an underlying problem where there's water.
And them don't know that. Then, why them go
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a water authority.
Yes.
Which has responsibility for fixing of water lines.
Yes. So
I cannot tell you what goes into,
the
fixing of a pipe. Hold on a motor. Hold on. Let me answer you.
I'm sure have the whole day still.
No, I know. But you have to ask the question, so I'm able to answer you.
Yeah.
No, you have a situation there with a leaking pipe. Once we get the information that indicates that the pipe has been fixed, we go and repair the road.
Yes.
So if the pipe breaks again, the road will go back to square one. And that is what has happened.
So I can ask you a question now. The engineers them who knows the pipe under there, who got dig up the hole like a man can go down in the hole when them do that dig it out. The work agency not working with the people them who put the pipe there to fix the pipe before them cover it back.
That's what I'm saying. So they go in and they fix the pipe and they inform us that the pipe has been fixed.
Okay.
And we go in and we reinstate the road.
Okay.
So I can't tell you what kind of pipe is there and why the pipe is breaking.
So you blame the pipe then? You blame the pipe and not the man that will fix the road?
In absolute, and that is why I say to you, there is no one reason for things happening on our road.
Yeah.
I mean, age is one of them, resources is one of them.
But that looks like age,
the infrastructure that is beneath there is also another one.
Yeah. All right. So why all of the edge of the road them always broke off? Why when them put the asphalt to the sidewalk, when the rain come, the edge under the sidewalk always broke off?
But I don't know that it always break off. But
I can't tell you. I can't show you.
Yeah. You find that edge of the road, with the road, because that is where the water runs.
Yes.
And that is why, in the modern way of doing road reconstruction now,
is
that you put a side drain, or if you don't put a side drain there, you put a set of curb wall,
right.
which curb walls are the solid blocks looking like building blocks.
Yeah,
You
me know.
put them at the edge of the road,
Yes.
and you pave all the way up to that. So when the water runs, they don't have an edge for the water to erode.
Erode, yeah. So that
I
means
mean, back years ago, I mean, that was the approach, and so you do find situations where the edge of the road, some roads, get eroded.
Brethren, most road.
No, man, not most motor.
Brethren,
we cannot
may
agree to this.
I ask you a question? You ever drive from Golden Spring to through the junction, come out on the other side the North Coast? So you ever drive that yet?
All the time.
All right, my brethren, you know, say, about three sides of the road, piece of the road, over upon the precipice side, the people them juke bamboo in on the side of the road, so as not to make cars go too far over upon the edge. And when you come out of your car, I want you come out of your car and look under which part the people them stay in the bamboo and see if you see anything underneath tar.
No, it's not the people do it, it's we do it. And I tell you this, the road, that particular road, it's a road from Palms River to Agualtaville.
Yeah.
That road is slated for reconstruction. That is what is needed down there. That road is old.
So
it's slated for reconstruction. Yep. We're going to start from Agualtaville, from the North Coast up to Broadgate, the first 5 or so kilometers.
So
the contract is out, and we're going to widen it and fix it. We're going to fix it all the way up to Palms River.
All right, so let me ask you a question now. Or do some, well, I don't know who, but some wall thing did make. Apparently, Chuck drive all the while and lick the wall. So the wall...
That's the protection above the road.
Yeah, the wall thing they make. And you are telling me now, say, after 2 years and so, that road keep eroding. And nobody knows to say, make them do something about it before a truck go over there. You tell me say because them wanna wait, them a wait pan the whole road for fix?
No. We spent about a year and a half ago some $10 or $12 million fixing parapets out there. But the issue that you raise now, in terms of vehicles hitting off the parapet, that's a big issue. That's a problem, and that is one of the reasons we have been saying now. That's one of the reasons we're saying that where persons hit the parapet, lick down guardrails and so on, once we get the information, we are claiming them insurance.
But look how
long... the things have to be repaired.
Yeah, but
and there's a cost for that.
Yeah, but you say you want to blame the parapet them because them lit on the thing now. Me I tell you about that incident with 3 years now that the bamboo itch up in there something there. And the word it come wider and wider over.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about money, corner.
Yeah, the white can't fix machine. White can't
fix. It needs a retaining wall.
Yeah, what it take for retain the wall? What it take for retaining wall is all?
It needs money.
So once again, money I got blame for people go over this or no.
Yeah, but that's the money. That is what that tells us something. As bad as that one look, we have other areas.
But you should
and so we have right now we need funding to repair maybe 600 of those around the country.
Why do you not ask the China there, man?
I don't know that the Chinese will while they might be very frugal.
Then the government and them are no good friend, man. Look at
I don't know about this, that kind to say just hand over money and give us.
All right, let me ask something again, because some things concern me that I can't understand it. And when you are telling me now, you have the money and the road them overuse, and I can't comprehend that. Because I can't comprehend, say, a water pipe in at the bottom in the road. And them come and dig out the road, flood out the road, and then patch up the road, and then 2 weeks after, the hole there again. There's not a... In other words, every time I say the work agency fix a road, the pipe man them come and dig it up back. And every time the pipe man them dig up a road and put pipe in there, the work agency come lating in there. Why can't there be a cohesive working with the people them who have laid pipe and the road people them?
And that's a very reasonable question, and a question that many persons have asked. And we're trying to do just that. What has been happening, water, is that the Water Commission, they have their own program and budget that they work with, and we have our program and budget. The problem has been the dovetailing of both. And so that's one of the things that we're actually looking at moving forward. We're doing it as we speak in Clarendon along the road from Mapen going through up Chapelton up that side. We have done it and we are doing it now along Marcus Garvey Drive. We are doing it along the Mandela. But the point is, and we do recognize it, that more of this will have to be done going forward.
But you do have no money.
It is from our standpoint. We have the money to, let us say, we have the money to repair the roads.
Yeah.
The water commission at that particular time may not have the money to repair their pipeline.
And vice versa. And vice versa.
That
means the public...
What we're looking at is how do we join the two to ensure that the people of Jamaica get the maximum
So the
benefit.
public is between the devil and the devil.
I don't know about the devil and the devil.
All right, the public is between the blue sea and the blue sea then. Because we're not going to the devil and the deep blue sea. Because we don't know which one more stressful. Anyway, brethren, may I tell you the truth?
Yes.
Jamaican people, I may talk on behalf of everybody who drive on the road.
Yes.
Jamaican road are the worst road in the Caribbean. May I tell you that?
I don't have a lot of Caribbean experience.
Me have a lot of Caribbean experience.
I can't go to that argument.
Yeah, if fish go down a bottom of water and tell you say shark dog they believe me. You understand?
Yes.
I mean, I tell you say, you know what I need to fix? One thing more, what I need to fix? What I need to fix the road between the the Manor Park, the Manor
Manor Park and West Kingshouse Road.
No. Constant Spring. Hold on there. Constant Spring Market. The Constant Spring Market.
Yeah.
Which part the stoplight there? That little stretch of road from the Constant Spring Market to which part the fart there for turn for go up Stony. It need for fix. About 7 years now. Entire drive on it. It come like you're sailing a sailing boat on a serious terrible thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That one is also on the agenda.
All right. How long? But, so give me a time, like 10, 20 years?
No, man. Okay. The funding is in place. I mentioned the Chinese now under the Chinese program.
Okay.
That is one of them.
Okay. I love the Chinese. I love the Chinese, man. I love the Chinese. Maybe should I get a Chinese prime minister? All right, we'll give time. We're gone. All right. Yes. May I tell you? Okay, that was Mr. Stephen Shaw, Communication and Customer Service Manager at the National Works Agency. News time. Why, it's become a hot spot in Jamaica. Can't believe that. When we lived down there, it was just another place in Jamaica. But if the government, and we are talking about government, now we're not talking about party, if the government keep doing what them doing the same way, I expect to get a different result. The problem with it is that them keep doing the same thing and talk about a different thing them do. You can't say 2 and 1 make 3 and then you go back and say 1 and 2 make 3 and tell me say a different thing you do, you know. Because you put 1 first now. You get the same result. 2 and 1 is 3, 1 and 2 is 3. And that means the government do. The government add up 1 and 2 and say a 3, and then next week them come and say, you know, so we're going to make a difference. We're going to put the 2 first and say 2 and 1 is 3. And don't realize it's the same result. Right now, the things that we are going on in Jamaica is unprecedented in Jamaican history. We are talking about corruption, crime, and all them things. I mean, what is it that is happening now amongst these crapper people who say them is rulers and governors over the Jamaican people? And when you look on the conditions of the people, them in them little bubble, I claim say, oh, you know, we just pass the IMF, things are getting better. Or we just put certain things in place. You hear the man that talk about them, do have no money to fix the road, them. Them do have no money to fix the road, them. How come they don't have no money to fix the road, them? It's one of the main things, them. You need good road, water, electricity, and security. In all of the 4 things that we call out, tell me which one of them the people them secure with. We need, look how much rain fall now, and I bet you June, I bet you when February, March, April come, you hear people and say, boy, the drought, the power again. We don't know water like the Sahara Desert we live in. Two dam dead in a Kingston and St. Andrew, we had served the people them for over 100 years. And them don't make no sense of it. Look how much rain fall. You know what I'm saying? Abundance of water, the fool get thirsty. In the abundance of water, the fool get thirsty. Look how much water me see on the road. All over the place. What did they expect? So we now go ball again. But we're going to go ball again. And you go and hear them tell about, well, we have a water lock-off restrictions. Anybody found water in them garden or washing them car will be prosecuted. Look how the road them stay. The worst road in the Caribbean, they are Jamaica. The worst road in the Caribbean, they are Jamaica. And it has gone on so for years. And up to now, them can't get no money. And the man just come tell you, say, well, the road them over. If the road them overuse, cut out different road. And if you don't have no money, see some guys build a road, they give you over there, they say, in the next 50 years, you can't own it. 50 years, you don't go and own it. 50 years, the whole town are dead, including myself, and gone. And then you pick them, my grand pick them up, go pay a fee, said we. And the IMF takes a pass. What is it that is happening for make we, the people, say, what them do is great for the people them, not for the private sector, not for the little man with them company around there, so. We are talking about the people them, the normal people them. We are going to work from 9 to 5, and sometime I'll come home at 10 o'clock at night. Can't pay them rent, have to throw up wire from wire to get electricity. And them say that criminal offense. The government is the problem in Jamaica. The government is the problem. The justice system. Bully for corruption are going. Bully for corruption. It's a terrible thing. It's a real terrible thing. So we want to continue this journey where we say we're going to talk about this. Why X6? You know, said me say, things can't psychologically bear by you know. You know, say me I reverse out a supermarket the other day. And when me look behind me see a X6. And I say, you know, say me don't reverse no further. Because we're going to lick the X6. No, seriously, me that was supermarket car park. I mean, they're like, me I reverse. You see, by the time I look behind me, it's an X6 behind me. I say, can you imagine me going to lick the X6? And you see man come out and fire shot after me. And then me, you know, have nobody else in the car with me. So, you know, I'm me that feel it. It's a serious thing. The problem with these things is that you will never get to the truth. Even though the law is there. The law is to protect the law. The courts there is to protect the law. The court them is there to bring about a conclusion given the evidence that is presented. And the evidence that is presented is not necessarily the evidence that will bring forth the truth. So we want to figure it out. Because we have to go really investigate it too. You understand? Now we have been doing some investigation for my own. And I realize a whole heap of things the people them not hear. Enough things. That is why people speculate. Okay, this is the Steppin razor, the art of war. Yeah, the time is 17 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock. We are going to now talk about this X6 case that has swept the country in conversations. We have on the line here the defense attorney for businessman Patrick Powell, Queen's Counsel Patrick Atkinson, former member of parliament for the Chillan in Northern, and former attorney general, appointed to the position in January 2012. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now, it's really difficult to start at a certain position, but I am aware that you must have heard the different things flying all over the place. When you don't understand certain things and when you don't know the truth about certain things, people speculate and then it kind of muddy the water.
True, very true.
One of the things that people is very concerned with is the idea that this brethren, Mr. Williams, is Williams the name? The taxi driver.
Okay, right.
Yeah, right, sorry, yeah. One of the things that people is concerned with about Mr. Wright is that they just don't understand the idea of him changing the statement in the middle of the water when, according to the reports that people get, is that him they say one thing already, but when him get on the witness box, him say a different thing. You can't explain to the people them what really happened at the first time him give him statement.
Yeah, well, because what you just outlined is really not the facts.
Yes.
What happened is that on the 5th of July, we're talking 2011 now, he gave a statement to the police which says, was signed by him and by the police who took the statement, that indicated that he was not able to identify the person who fired the shots.
Okay, that was the first statement.
The first statement he made was on the 5th. Mm-hmm. Some days later, the police claimed that he came into Constant Spring and decided to change the statement. That he gave his first statement because he was afraid when he said he couldn't identify anybody and he wanted to change it.
What he was afraid of? What him say afraid of?
Well, he never said they don't outline that. Okay. Because later on, when they offered him witness protection, he said he don't need any because he have his own witness protection where he lives.
The police offer him witness protection,
and he said, I don't know what stage it's the timing when this witness protection was offered varies depending on who you believe. But on the 6th, on the 8th now, is when he's supposed to have changed his statement. But he denies that he ever changed it. He says that statement was bogus, so to speak, if I may just to use a layman's term.
Right.
That statement, he never changed it. So the real change was from I am not able to identify to I now can identify. And then he comes to court and he goes back to the original position, which says that he couldn't identify in the first place. Now, if you tie that into the fact that all this took place by the 8th, if the statement which they're claiming was changed is the one they're relying on is the 8th. The fact is that they were planning to hold ID parades.
Yes.
If a man saying can identify you and know you from long time, you don't hold ID parade. And they were setting up ID parades for days after. And it's not until I think about the 20th before they eventually charged Powell. So if the case was all that set as they claim, you'd have expected they would have charged him long time.
All right.
But the fact that they waited so long, they were having some difficulties. And I think the police stated afterwards that they were having difficulties with this witness from 2011.
All right. The one of the statements that we have here say the statement says that the taxi driver said the reason why I am telling lie in the first statement is because I was in fear of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Who was he in fear of his life?
I don't know.
Well, it say on the second...
Because he denies ever saying that to them in the second statement.
Yeah. So they are right in the... Well, they claim that this is what him say, but the statement says, the reason why I am telling lie in the first statement is because I was in fear of my life, and second, I never trust the police. You remember the thing like that?
This is what they said, he said on the 8th.
That's what they said.
But he denied that whole thing on the 8th.
Okay, he denied that.
He said, yes, so he's denying that he said that. So we don't know what he's afraid of. Himself never says so.
All right.
But there's no evidence as to what he's supposed to be afraid of.
So did the police present this statement as his statement in the court?
It was usually when you go to court in a criminal trial, all the statements are given to both sides. The prosecution, who is the police lawyer, and the defense lawyer get copies of all the statements. So the statements are there. So we had copies of all those statements. When he came to testify, they sought to elicit evidence, and right away he started in the same line as his original statement, which saying that the way things happened is at night, rain was falling, I couldn't see anybody, and I can't identify anybody.
So him referred to the original statement.
The original statement, that's a change.
All right.
So I don't know what change it is that they're finding a problem with.
Well, all right.
It's a change and a change back.
Is there any empirical proof or evidence that what the police offer as the second statement is really the police them statement and not his statement?
Well, apart from the fact that he said so from the witness box on oath, they brought the man who took the statement, the police officer, who denied. So you have two statements both going in opposite direction.
So we have to draw the conclusion and say the police was lying then.
You may not. You may decide that the police telling the truth or he was lying, or you may come to the country, you don't know which one to believe. So that is the situation they were in.
Yeah, but obviously the court believe him.
No, the thing is that what happened with the final position is that a statement that you make is not the evidence on which the court can rely on. You can use a statement to say, but didn't you say this another time? And so therefore what you're saying in court is wrong. It is what you actually say from the witness stand that is evidence. And what he actually said from the witness stand is I can't identify nobody. So there was no evidence of identification before the court at all. And that's the first element them have to prove in the charge. So the prosecution, knowing they couldn't go any further with the case after that, just throwing it away.
All right. So what happened to the other 20 odd different witnesses that were supposed to be?
Because the thing is that most of them were police witnesses who give evidence of what them find on the scene and that sort of thing. But there was no eyewitness from the incident.
On the road itself. No eyewitness on the road. Look through them window.
No, the other witnesses was like there's a man who claimed that he placed the deceased in the taxi. You know, he was never called. I don't know what it is. And there was somebody who spoke something about some GPS of the map of the area. He wasn't called. But there was no other eyewitness.
All right. By the way, how much people was in the taxi?
Well, I don't know.
Are you the big man? I don't know.
Well, I wasn't there, sir. What I'm saying is that the evidence of the taxi driver is that it was only him and the person who was shot.
All right.
But as the evidence came out from police who went there, they were the young man who died was in the front passenger seat.
Yes.
But there was blood on the back seat of the car, blood on the back door by the door lock, and there was something that smeared that looked like blood on the back door at the bottom. Yes. And so, you know,
and what was the
police
conclusion?
Never test all the blood in the various areas. They only test the blood, one sample of blood from where the deceased was.
So what was the conclusion why the blood was in the back seat when the youth was in the front seat?
There was no conclusion. It didn't get to make that conclusion. But it's obviously something that one might ask questions and say, but if you have blood in the back seat, I mean,
was the blood tested to prove? Was the blood tested for sure if it's the youth blood?
I don't know. That's why I said that nobody tested that.
Nobody
they only test one sample they got from the front seat where the deceased was.
All right.
No test for the rest of it.
All right.
In fact, they spoke about broken glass.
Yes.
But the taxi, the indicator light was supposed to be broken. Yes. And nobody come with no orange glass or anything that. Yes. And there were a lot of little questions to be asked if the case had gone on further.
Yeah, all right.
But once it didn't go there, we didn't get to that state.
I want to go back to the occupants of the car, right? All right. In a statement, the brethren say him stop. Him did stop. The taxi man said him stop. And the youth and a man was sitting in the car talking. I don't know if you hear about that.
No, there had no statement that said that.
All right.
All right. And nobody said it in court, and none of the statements that I saw indicated that. They all suggest that it was him and the youth.
No, wait, no, all right. So this is the first you hear that the youth was talking to somebody in the car?
This is the first I am hearing that.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the first I am hearing that.
All right.
But the thing is that there was evidence that needed to have gone into about it, because there is a bullet path that went into the taxi that should have gone through the windshield, that didn't go through the windshield from the evidence, so they're going to trace the line. It was recognized to the windshield or the dashboard. And the windshield was not broken and the dashboard was not damaged. And they can't find that bullet.
All right. Well, somebody not telling something here, because
maybe that could well be.
Yeah,
I don't think we have heard anything of the full story about it.
The blood in the back of the car was not tested to see if it
not
was
tested.
blood. And the guy was sitting in the front of the car. That is where the driver said was sitting in the front.
Yes,
of the car.
in the passenger seat.
Have you ever
they
heard
one sample only from the front part?
All right.
When they showed blood, what appeared to be blood, and by the door lock.
And nobody tested that blood. And nobody. You're saying unapologetically that the police never test that blood to find out it's UFA blood.
That is evidence. That's why the experts
they never test the driver
collect.
if it's the driver blood, and they never test the
Well, the driver, there's no evidence the driver was injured. Anyway.
All right. So now, I can ask you something else if you heard this, right? Because apparently there's a lot of things that a lot of us never hear. Did you hear, have you ever heard, or was it brought up in the court, that when the car hit the X6, the youth come out of the car, and when them come out of the car, him recognize that somebody did have a gun in him hand, and him jump back to the car and say, drive, him have a gun. Anything like that come out in the court?
What the witness says is that after he hit the back of the car, he was backing off so he could see the damage, and pulling back away from where the car is. When he heard the deceased, the young man said, "Him have a gun," and then he heard an explosion.
Yes.
And then he ducked underneath the steering as him drive off.
Yes.
When he was passing the other vehicle, which by the in court him say was a X5.
So he wasn't reversing. Him say him reverse first, and then him take off and pass the other vehicle, the other vehicle. But his head was down. That's him don't know what type. Him just know say it was a high black vehicle. And nobody.
That's what he said in court.
And nobody nowhere know what the shooter did.
Well,
after all of that,
he was the only witness who came forward.
Eh?
He was the only witness who came forward.
Yeah. So as far as we're concerned, it could have not be forward in the car then.
Well, I can't.
No, I never say you can't say nothing else. I say, I say, maybe, I'm just speculating here as an outsider.
The thing is that the prosecution would have to prove that it was Paul in the car, and there's nothing that they could produce could say that Paul was in that vehicle. And the burden of proving that is under. That's how court was.
All right. We'll go back to the police. The police who carry the identification to the driver and say, the man this who do the shooting, we want you to come to an ID parade. No.
Well, no, there's no evidence that happened. But the thing is that that would be improper if they did that, if they showed a photograph. But the witness did say that when they were trying to get him to change his statement to say that he could identify him, they told him a lot of details about the man, what his nickname was, what Powell's nickname was, and showed him Powell's driver's license and asked him if they wanted him to help them out. And he refused.
Okay.
And this is what he says. And this is what they say is not true. They say he just came in and said he wanted to change because what he said earlier was that he was afraid. I don't know what happened, why he would be afraid then and not afraid 3 days later. But this is what they say he said. So this way the difference is.
Okay, all right.
in that statement. But he never admitted that he made that second statement in court.
Okay, so we really don't know then who was in the car up to this day?
Up to this day, or which car it was.
So how the police hold on a man who them don't know that they didn't have the car? Because it was his car, why them say that?
But the thing is that there is no evidence on the statements as to which car it was. And because in the first statement it said an M5, a X5 or X6, which in 2011 were two different cars. Really, two different shaped cars. No. But in 2011, one was square and one was a round back, high top sort of vehicle.
So the car that them take from Powell Yard, it wasn't identified as the car that the youth hit?
Well, not in court. Not in court, and not in the original statement. But they were trying to say that at some later stage, he identified the car at the police station, Powell's vehicle at the police station.
And the police showed
But he said that's not true. They were showing him the car and trying to get him to say that was the car, and he couldn't identify that it was the car. This is what he said on the witness stand last week.
Mr. Atkinson, somebody killed the youth in the car, you know.
True.
Yeah, and apparently now we're not going to know the truth of the situation. Somebody killed the youth in the car.
You see, one of the things
we don't know if the man who them say did shoot him in the car was even in the car, you know.
There's one of the things that we need that happens in law enforcement in Jamaica. If you notice, like say in some foreign countries, like say America, they don't go call name and arrest a man unless the investigation complete and them know for sure it's him. For a number of reasons, not only for the rights of the person, but also they figure you don't want a man that you hand to him until you're ready to actually charge him and the investigation is complete. Hear them detain people. It's a bad habit that happens in our jurisprudence, going and detain a man while investigation going. You can't even set a trial date when you go to court because here the investigation not complete and more statement to collect and all kind of thing. It really shouldn't happen that people are brought before the court and charged and named as until them investigation complete. And then have this new thing them come from with I don't know what it is about person of interest that the which you must surrender. You know, the idea of a warrant to arrest a man and evidence to arrest him, but I don't know what it is person of interest category that fits in our law.
The vehicle that them take from Mr. Powell Yard, was there evidence of it being the place that was allegedly was it sprayed? Or them can show that it was sprayed recently?
There is some statements that indicated that a part of the exit was sprayed over.
But you as the attorney, man, you didn't go and investigate and see if that was true or not?
That was true, it was. There was evidence of a spray in the car?
Yeah.
Because that was not an important aspect to me at the time.
But
I can't go into right now.
But Mr. Atkinson, if a car of a man who kill up somebody, and the man,
first you have to show me evidence that a man was in it who killed off somebody.
Yeah, but
that's the first thing. And second thing, you have to show some evidence as to who that man was.
Yeah, but matter about the car.
If you don't pass them two first base there, what is there to?
Yeah, I'll show you a scenario, you know, because what happens is that them go a man yard and take him car and declare that this car is the car that was involved in the killing. Now, may I ask now, if the police them present any case where them say, we know that this is the car because you see the color of the car where it him, painted the furniture and then paint it over and find out who is the person who paint over the car and then now investigate when did him come with the car to get paint over.
They brought a witness who ostensibly was to show that him had sprayed over the car and give evidence about the damage. And him couldn't even tell them what car it was, what date, what license number, what the name of the person. Him didn't know anything either. And so there's no evidence that was actually led, although the person who they were trying to bring forward as a person who repaired the car, he actually testified and finished his testimony, and they couldn't get out any details on the car. So we don't know what car it was that him sprayed, because him saying is a man that worked 7 days away from Sunday, and this is 5 years ago.
All right.
He can't even remember what date them talking about.
The driver, him know the parents of the youth? The taxi man.
I don't know.
That
aspect
you don't know. And you don't. You know if
that aspect I couldn't really go into.
All right. You know if the taxi man didn't know any one of the Powell family before the accident?
He says and his evidence that he knew the deceased mother, and somebody told him that the boy was her son. But he says he didn't know. There's other evidence which says that he did know the youth.
All right. What was the importance of bringing up some allegations against the deceased?
The thing is that because the case is finished, and because it the grief that I know it has caused.
You don't want to delve into that.
I don't want to go into that anymore. But it would have been relevant.
Yeah, but there was an allegation against the youth in the car, though. The youth
but what I'm saying is that the police went ahead and they decided to swab his hands for gunpowder residue.
Yeah. All right. You know what it sounds to me now? It sounds to me like the police them is where everything dropped down. To me, personally. It sounds like it's the police them dropped down something. To make this thing go haywire.
They claim they didn't get any cooperation from the public. I'm hearing this now because I would imagine that you'd have gone around and asked everybody. I mean, Avondale is a densely populated
you mean
area.
somebody I look through them window, man?
Every time. Yeah. Somebody must have seen something. You know, and you're dealing with people who live in the era and know the era, and you know, and I know most of the cars who they belong to that drive on my road. I see them every day. But they weren't getting any help from the public. And that is part of the problem.
I will know for truth that a little youth get shot and nobody...
But the circumstances under which it happened, I don't know that all of that has come out. It is one of the things that I hope that they really look at to make certain that they keep things close to the chest as they are investigating, that going out and naming people and arresting people before you're ready. Because this took place on the 1st of July. The statement of the taxi man was the 5th of July. And then he's supposed to change that on the 8th of July. And then they were trying to get identification parade. The accused man came and surrendered to the police on the 11th of July. He was in custody for probably about a week or more before they finally decide to charge him not having held the ID parade. So there's plenty of questions to be answered.
All right, Mr. Atkinson, thank you for really
you're welcome. I keep up the good work. No? You're doing a good job.
You're still in politics there? You just decide to go back to the QC?
I'm just looking right now. But I'm still a member of the party.
All right, sir. Give thanks.
Good.
Yeah, that was... Patrick Atkinson, Queen's Counsel, the defense attorney for businessman Patrick Powell. More questions than answers. More questions than answers. This is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. This is the Steppin Razor, where we're continuing this journey to really come to some understanding and more clarity with this thing that sweep the nation now, this X6 murder. We have on the line the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn. Good afternoon, Miss.
Good afternoon, Muta Baruka. Good afternoon to your listeners.
Long time I don't speak to you.
Well, that is so, and let me, in the presence of your listeners, congratulate you for a well-deserved national honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so let us get to this thing, because I don't know if you was listening to Mr. Atkinson a while ago.
Muta, I'm so busy.
Oh, you were
listening? I don't even have the time to turn on the radio.
Okay. You're like our former Prime Minister.
No, I will read the newspaper and people will sometimes tell me things, but I am one person and I have 42 lawyers who work with me island-wide. So I am sometimes extremely busy. I have not even had lunch for the day.
Oh, yeah.
I ate at 6 o'clock this morning, and I have not eaten again for the day.
Wow.
Right.
That's not good.
It's not good, but after I talk to you, I try and have a cup of tea and something.
All right. So now, we could get to this thing. The first question I really want to put to you now is this idea of what them call protection, witness protection.
Witness protection program?
Yeah. Did the driver of the taxi, was he offered a witness protection?
Well, I cannot say if the police did that when they first interfaced with him 5 years ago.
Yes.
But before this trial process commenced, Mr. Taylor, the deputy director who was going to prosecute the matter, called me. I was in my office to indicate that the witness was not speaking to him. And asked me if I could come because my staff knows that I'm very approachable and I think they believe I'm possessed of a little charm here and there.
Yes.
And in the past, when they have had difficult issues, on occasion, I have been asked to intervene. I have no problem with that. And I got up and I went across to the courthouse. I was introduced to the witness. He was very hostile, very edgy, and I used my interpersonal skills to calm him, and I spoke to him.
When you say he was not calm, what was he saying or doing? Why?
Well, what happened is that I didn't really get a chance to speak with him until the next time he came downtown. He's usually transported by a police officer.
Okay.
And the police officer brought him to see me, and the police sat there, and he had some concerns, and I asked him, I said, is it my duty when you sometimes perceive that you have a difficult witness? Is anybody intimidating you? Are you afraid? Muta, if I had a penny for the amount of, over my career in 30 years, that I've heard witnesses say they are feeling some fear, they are, they need to be calmed down. You have to do your best. Sometimes you explain the procedure to the witness, and if the witness has a concern, as the prosecutor and also the police, you have a duty to try to assuage it or to neutralize it.
Yes, yes.
So if you see a witness who is obviously edgy, hostile and very uncomfortable, it's my witness, it's the prosecution's witness, it's not the defense witness.
So
we can't speak to the defense witness.
Yes.
It's our witness, and part of our responsibility and duty is to see to the witness's welfare.
Okay.
So, when I inquired, I asked him if he had been offered, would he wish to go on the program, because I don't know what is causing him to be so edgy. I don't know why he's being so hostile. Right?
Okay.
And I asked him if he would, wish to go on the witness protection program, because I have prosecuted cases and I've seen cases. All right. You see all the Vibes Cartel case that my office prosecuted, the same Mr. Taylor.
Which is the same prosecutor.
Yes, the same prosecutor.
And the same police.
And one of the chief investigator was the person who recorded this witness's statement.
Okay.
And in that case, I can say it publicly now, in the middle of the case, the concerns about his security and his safety were of such that we had to take a decision, and we had to keep him abroad.
That is the one in Vibes Cartel.
Yes, we had to keep him abroad. We couldn't keep him in Jamaica.
I remember that.
Yes. And at the couple of occasions when he was recalled, we had to get him off the plane and under police security and carry him to the courthouse.
Yes.
And he gave his evidence, and several police officers now escorted him back to the airport to take the plane to go back abroad.
Yes. All right. So,
and that decision was only taken in the middle of the case.
So this youth now is saying
he said he was comfortable where he was staying.
Yes.
And he was not intimidated.
Yes.
He wasn't feeling, yes, he had some concerns, but he was all right where he was. And he didn't want to go on anywhere. In fact, to quote him, he said to me, he has witness protection program all around him where he lives. So I didn't ask him what he meant by that.
Yeah, maybe it's the divine intervention he talk about.
Absolutely, and that he was quite comfortable.
All right, let me ask you. Let me read a statement here, sir, right?
Yes.
It is alleged that he said, and he's saying that this is coming from the officers. It said, the reason why I was telling lie in the first statement is because I was in fear of my life.
Yes.
And second, I never trust the police.
Yes.
This is what he told the court.
Oh, this is what he told the court.
That him never... The second statement that was said that he recanted from the first statement. Him says not him did make that statement. It's the police them give him that and claim it's him. So him say the reason why I was telling lie in the first statement, which is not him I say it, you know. This is the statement that them say him say for a second statement. The reason why I was telling lie in the first statement is because I was in fear of my life. And second, I never trust the police.
Oh.
Is this the first you hear this?
Well, what I recollect, because I looked at the two statements, and in the first statement, he did not call any name of the assailant.
Yeah, but can't say don't know.
That is, I'm telling you what I read in the two statements.
Yeah.
So he outlined the narrative of what happened, but he didn't call the name of the assailant.
But did he say he know?
In the second statement, no.
Yeah.
He gave a detailed statement of the person who he knew. He has known the person for many years, and by the acronym Nigga Charlie, and he indicated that he knows of the person's daughter, gave the name of the person's son, what cars they drive, and he indicated that he was just lying down and his conscience started to bother him, and he knows that what he had said in the first statement, it was not so, because he knows the person. And he decided to come to the police station and tell them how it go. And the particular police officer gave evidence on oath. This is the person, the officer who was the chief investigator in the Vibes Cartel matter. So he's a senior, experienced officer. I have worked with him, and he's an excellent officer. And he said he had just come to the division. He hadn't even been there that long, right? But he knew of the investigation because, you know, it's a team effort. And this gentleman just walked right in, and when they realized that he wanted to give another statement, he was assigned to give the statement, and he took this recorded the statement. So, as an experienced prosecutor, having to read many, many statements over the years in many, many cases, that level of detail that I saw there, it would be very difficult for the police, especially a police officer who has just come to the area to work, to know that level of detail. And also, each page, back and front, at the foot of it, was signed by the witness.
All right. Let me ask you something. In the statement, him say, secondly, never trust the police. Now, that is in the second statement that them same sign. Is there any way, because you said in the second statement he's giving details of people.
Details of the knowledge of the person he calls Nigga Charlie and his children.
Who is Nigga Charlie?
Well, the allegation, because it's an allegation, would be that it was the person who did the shooting, which would have been the allegation is that it would have been the accused. But he knew him as Nigga Charlie.
But Mr. Powell was not in the car. Have you heard that?
Listen, from what he was saying.
No, not from what he was saying. I'm saying that, you know, he's not, according to the second statement, he's not identifying people. That
the person who did the shooting. The person who was the driver of the X6 and who did the shooting.
So the prosecutor is assuming that the man who named Nigga something is Mr. Powell.
Well, this is what he's saying in the statement.
He's saying that what? Mr. Nigga.
In the statement.
No, he said that the man who named Nigga do the shooting, but he never said Mr. Powell.
Well, from what I saw in the statement, the inference to be drawn is that this is the person that he knows as Nigga Charlie.
No, Miss Llewellyn. All right. All right, take me, because I'm very naive to this thing.
But I'm going to pause and tell you now. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something as a prosecutor.
Okay.
I've been a prosecutor for 30 years.
Okay.
In the first 10 years, you would see instances from time to time of people switching.
Yeah.
It happens all the time, you know.
Yeah.
But for a variety of reasons, in my experience. It can be because of fear. It can be because they have forgiven the particular assailant and they don't want to continue with the matter. Mm-hmm. It can be because of corruption.
Okay.
And they have taken bribes. In my career, those are the three main things that I have
all
seen.
of the above.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. First time, when especially you used to have a lot of preliminary inquiries, where you would have to give evidence on oath before it comes now for the actual trial. If the person switches, you may have a situation where you can easily charge a person for perjury, right? That is giving an untrue statement on oath, but you have to prove the fact that it is untrue. And also making inconsistent statements on oath. So you say one thing on oath at the preliminary inquiry and you come now at the trial and you say something else. But what I have found happening over the last maybe 12 years is that if it is that the switching is taking place or the recanting because of corruption, part and parcel of the understanding, you have two things. One, that the person must come to court. It's not enough for them to perhaps give a totally different statement. They must come to court and say it, because what has happened over the last few years is that once the foundation is laid, the prosecutor, for example, suppose the witness was dead or the witness had migrated, we can, under certain circumstances, put the statement of the witness into evidence.
All right, Miss
right?
Llewellyn.
But what can happen too if the person is going to switch? What I would say is that part of it also is that it's almost as if they get tutoring, they go to a school.
Yes.
So they're switching away and say certain things to make sure that little window of opportunity that you would have to charge them and arrest them and charge them for an offense.
All right, Miss
It's
Llewellyn,
not there.
Miss Llewellyn, I could go back to where I just asked a while ago.
Yes.
In the second written statement, he said the person who did the shooting named Nigga what? What is the same name, Nigga what?
I think if I recall, Nigga Charlie, but in terms of the content of the statement and from what the police was saying, he was indicating that it's the person that he knows and it was the accused.
Yeah, so I'm asking you now, did he say that Nigga Charlie was Mr. Powell in the statement?
Muta Baruka, let me tell you something. For a lot of witnesses, the persons that they name very often is by an alias or a pet name.
I understand that, Mr.
Right?
Llewellyn, yes.
The person does not necessarily have to say that. The person can indicate to the police.
Yeah.
This is somebody that they know from the description, etc. Okay. My sense from the statement and from what the police were saying is that it's one and the same person.
All right, so
but he never knew him as Patrick Powell.
Yeah,
he knew him by another combination.
So where him get the identification from seeing the man come out of the car or from showing a picture of
he wasn't showing any picture from what I have been told.
Shown a photo of the man.
He saw the man come out of the vehicle. This man is somebody who is 6'4".
Patrick.
Right? Yeah. He's 6'4".
Yes.
Right? Let me tell you something. This sort of thing, in terms of identification evidence, I have known witnesses who will tell you that they have known somebody in their community for 20 years and they never knew what their birth name was.
Yeah, I understand
They knew their bad alias.
Yeah, I understand that, I just want to find out, all right. Did he, the driver, was he friends are known
No, the man is a taxi man. Taxi man know people. They know where them take gas. They see them around the place.
Yeah,
my impression in the statement was that he would see him around the place.
We're going past that. No, I know that I asked you. We're going past that. Did the driver know any relative of the youth who get shot in the car? Did he know the mother? Did he know the father? Did he
what the mother told us and our impression was that she knew him quite well. She knew him. They knew each other. But he was indicating that he did not know anybody from the Mays family.
All right. So I'm going to ask you the question now. According to the police, there was blood found in the back of the car, the seat. You heard that? You ever heard that before? Ms. Llewellyn?
I'm looking back. I'm looking back on the notes that I have.
Yeah.
There was blood found
on the back seat.
No, what I have here, there was blood found in the car.
Not on the back seat.
What I have, the blood was taken from the red Toyota Succeed station wagon, and that blood belonged to Mr. Mays.
Mr. Mays is the
Kajil
youth.
Mays.
Okay, so
I just have some notes here. I don't have the actual file with me.
All right. Is the file?
And in fact, I think there was aspects of blood on the front seat, from what I recall.
But none on the back seat, according to what
I don't know if it was on the back seat, but I know some was on the front seat. The passenger.
Is there any
some matter coming from Mr. Mays?
Is there any written statement that there was someone else in the car apart from the driver and Mr. Mays?
There is no indication that there was anybody else there. My impression from the file, the statement, is that it was just Mr. Mays and the driver.
Okay. Well, you know, the problem with this thing is that apparently we're not going to know the truth. Because a youth dead and nobody is held accountable for that death.
Pause. Did you see, when you talk about nobody is held accountable, let me just be very frank now.
Yes.
Because this is a man in the mirror moment.
Yes.
I understand that a very unfortunate incident took place where a JC boy was killed, stabbed, and robbed of his phone. And he was on a coaster bus. Now, if no witness who was in that bus comes forward
the police
and is prepared to point out that person on an identification parade, who is going to be held accountable?
All right, I can tell you who can be held accountable, maybe not in that case, but this case here now.
All right, hold on a minute now.
Yeah, not that case we talk about, but this case we are talking about now.
Yes.
Yeah. Who I would hold accountable is the police.
Why?
Because what we see here, what we see in the written arguments that lead up to it, first of all, the car that it is alleged was the car that the crime, that the shooter came out of. They went to Mr. Powell's house and get the car. And there was no evidence that this car was the actual car that was involved in the shooting. And I said it wasn't, you know. I'm just saying what was presented to the court and to the defense was that what you're saying about the car, because really and truly, you say a new paint, and the paint, the man who couldn't identify the car who them said paint the car. So what is the argument that the prosecutor would have against the person when, one, we don't know if the person who them say was in the car actually.
And this is why Mr. Wright's evidence would have been critical. And this is why the prosecution had no choice. When Mr. Wright recanted from his second statement, why the prosecution had to close the case or offer no further evidence. Because in this type of case, the only way that you would be able to go across a no-case submission is that you would have to have the identification of the shooter. So if the person who was originally asserting that the identification was the accused, and he's now saying he didn't see anybody, there was fog in Havendale. It's like I think I heard him say snow. It was snowy, and there was fog in Havendale at that hour. So he never see anything. He couldn't see anybody.
But him said that at the beginning.
That the first time we are hearing about fog was when he said it in court.
No, but I said him never see nobody in the beginning.
Yes, but he came back. Listen, Muta.
Yes.
I have done several cases where people, they give one statement and then they come back and give another statement. It's a credibility issue.
Yes.
If they have a reason for example, because they were afraid or because the particular accused used to live beside them. But since he is now in custody or he has moved away to another community, they felt now that they could come and give the true statement. All that is put before the jury, and this is for the jury observing the demeanor, how the person say it, how they look, how they talk it, their expressions, to decide if they are speaking the truth. If they are not satisfied, so they feel sure that the person is speaking the truth, then they would have to acquit. But I have done cases where the witness gives two statements and they give an explanation as to why they give two different statements. And the jury believe it and convict. So it's a matter of credibility for the jurors.
And there's no credibility in this driver, this brethren. No.
Well, he has come and said, and he clearly, as far as I'm concerned, was well tutored.
Yes.
He has come and said that there was fog, it was snowy, it was raining, and he didn't see anybody.
And all right, so
he only heard gunshot.
But him said that at the beginning. What I say now is that between the beginning of saying him never say nothing, that was end. But between him now recanting the statement to the point of him reaching, something happened.
Well, I'm not going to speculate.
No, not
because he went as far, like, was it Peter? When the cock crowed and he denied knowing Jesus 3 times, he denied knowing Mrs. Mays.
Yes.
And I believe elsewhere publicly Mrs. Mays has expressed shock.
Shock, not him never know.
In other words, I thought to myself that clearly the tutoring went so far that he even denied knowing the people.
All right, so
it is for the public to judge. So as far as I'm concerned, the accountability in the matter would rest squarely on the shoulders of Mr. Wright. Because guess what?
So
a prosecutor or the police can't go and stick up the witness and say, you must say this and you must say that. That's unethical.
So you're going to charge him for perjury?
We are reviewing the matter and looking at the transcript. Because remember, in any event, remember I tell you about being tutored and schooled, you know?
Yes.
As it is, there wouldn't be a basis because he's not saying that he said this and now he's changing his statement. What he's saying is that he never said it at all.
Okay.
So there would be no question of any perjury.
Yes.
As such. Or making inconsistent statements and oaths.
So
but there are other areas that we can explore, and I'm not going to say anything further on that because we have to do our legal research and we have to look at the material.
So the problem is the second statement. The second statement is the problem.
Well, the second statement is what he recanted from because what he was saying is that he was lying down and his conscience was bothering him and he decided of his own volition to get up and find himself at the police station to give the second statement about who he saw and how it go.
It's so aware.
Right? So that is the statement that he recanted from.
Yes.
So it's a question of, once he did that, the prosecution had nothing further to put forward to show the identification. Because let me tell you, in our system of justice, it doesn't matter who the accused is. It doesn't matter where they come from. You are innocent until proven guilty by the evidence in court.
Of course.
Not by what is on social media. Not by how people feel, but by the evidence that is spoken in court.
So the law is to maintain law, but not necessarily mean that it connects with justice.
Well, you are putting it in your own way, but guess what? I have to obey the law.
I don't say no.
Because I prosecuted recently the Carswell case, right? And that was another case that was very tragic. This involved an uptown businessman, right? Who had been on bail for the last eight years, walking up and down, taking part in competitions and winning them. And it involved the deceased, who was his ex-girlfriend, and a cosmetologist. And the two of them from two totally different worlds. In that case, all the witnesses came up to proof. And I tell you, we had difficulty getting two of the witnesses. Her friend and her former boyfriend. And we had to talk to them, see if they were comfortable, find out, ask them if they want to refresh their memory. And they read over their statements, refreshed their memory, came into the witness box, and talk how it go. This gentleman here, when we ask him, this is Mr. Wright in the Kajil case, we ask him if he wants to read over all the statements he made. No. He knows what he's going to say when he goes into the witness box.
So we need to fix this up,
right?
thing going on.
So people use your common sense.
Yes.
And you make your own assessment.
All right. Give thanks, Mama. Give thanks.
Thank you very much, and it was good talking to you.
Okay. All right. Give thanks. Yes. That was that was Paula Llewellyn, Director of Public Prosecution. We're still up on the X6. Still up on the X6. Click it. Yeah, this is the Steppin razor. As we are say, the court case done. We're not going to reach. You see the justice what we are search for? I'm going to tell Miss Llewellyn a while ago, the law is protecting the law. And sometimes the law don't reach to the point of giving justice. The law was not designed for justice. The law was designed for evidence as it relates to the law. So sometimes, the law end up giving justice. But as far as we say in a Jamaica, there's a blurred line between what is justice and what is in the law. You understand? Because what happened now, you're not why hear nothing else about it maybe all Christmas. It done. But it's not going to done because, well, it's about perjury for the Mr. Wainwright perjury. It's questionable. If anything I will come out to the perjury thing too, questionable. What in perjury is relating to carrying the court wide. And Ima say him did afraid of the police. Why him say what him say? And we don't know if him really say it. But we're going to find out if him say it. We want to talk to Wainwright. This is a taxi driver in the X6 case. EL.
Yes, Mota.
How you doing?
Good, man. There I want to go and live.
Well, you become a celebrity overnight, man.
Well, Miss Paula Llewellyn put a celebrity for me, you know.
Oh, Paula Llewellyn put a celebrity for you?
Yeah, man.
But you so fly out, though. You so fly out.
Yeah, she don't want to fly me out. I'm tell her, I say, I'm not depend on that, you see me?
Okay, that's a protection. She protect you, to say.
All
right, so let me ask you a question now. Because all heap of things are going on, so no one. You know, all right. You drive go up the road. Right?
Yeah.
And you and the youth are the next person in the car.
No, man, me and the youth alone.
Oh, you and the youth alone in the car?
Yeah.
All right, so you and the youth alone in the car, and you drive go up the road, and you touch a car. And when you touch the car now, you kind of reverse little to come out to say how we are going.
Yeah.
But
look for the touch, you know?
So who come out of the car? You are the youth?
Nobody no come out. We don't get to come out of the car, Mota.
Nobody never come out of the car?
No, man. Nobody no get to come out of the car.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Now. When them get that, the youth come out of the car, and when them realize, him say, him have a gun, and him jump back in the car, you reverse. Fast.
No, man. No,
go so.
No, go so.
All right, tell me where go on.
No, go so. Here we go on, man.
Yeah.
So, Mota, listen me clearly.
Yeah, man, I hear you, man.
I go down at the gas station down the road. Down a Shell down there, isn't it? My brethren show me a youth. I go buy a number for me and him over the cash bar when I come back. My brethren show me a youth and I see my car attack. As I say, I want taxi.
Come again, where say the youth in the car say want to attack?
No, man, them stand up outside.
Two youth stand up outside of the car?
No, man, my brethren is a big man and the youth stand up outside.
Okay, your brethren, okay.
Yeah. So him tell me, say the youth want taxi, you see me?
So you don't know the youth?
No, me don't know the youth. Move for here we go on. Here we go on.
Yeah.
Ask the youth, say where him go, you see me?
Yeah.
And the youth say Chevy Chase.
Okay.
So,
all right, explain to the people that when name Chevy Chase. Because me might know and you might know, but them don't know when name Chevy Chase.
Don't I Avondale, man?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Boom. Me I go down for Highland Drive. You see me? I phone on top on a car and try to swing around it. And
all right, hold on there. You decide to go carry the youth?
Yeah.
And where your friend there now? Where your friend there? Where him did I talk to?
I am on the stall out there, man. And they are the stall out there.
Oh, so you left him out there?
Yeah.
All right, so you are the youth at the taxi now? You are the youth at the taxi?
Yeah.
You don't know him? You don't know the youth at all?
No.
And you have to come by the public radio and say...
I know them time there. Eh?
No, wait there. Before you put him in the taxi, you never know him before, you never see him before, you don't know him at all?
No, Ella.
All right, go on.
Yeah.
Go on, so you had him a drive now?
Yes, so me had him a drive, so him says speed up. You see me? So I drive too slow, so I start go a little faster, you see me?
So you don't ask him why he wants speed up, if he's not afraid of police?
No, upon Avondale, man, and thing, man.
Anything can happen on Avondale Island?
I think I go somewhere, you see me?
Oh, him go, yeah, all right.
Yeah, me can, in the year, say somewhere I go and I have some friend I wait for him.
Okay.
You see me?
Yeah.
So I touch the car, boom. And I touch the car and reverse, I put my reverse to come out of the road, move for a gunshot start this.
Pure gun, how much gunshot, so? Fire? How much shot fire?
The first one fire.
Yeah.
First one fire. You see the youth chuck back at me. Right back from my back, you see me?
Yeah.
And speed up and then about 2 more fire.
Yeah.
And speed out and...
So wait, you reverse or you drive front wheel or you reverse? Which one?
A front wheel me I go, man, with reverse, man.
No, because you say you lick the man. You lick the man, you know. So
yeah, and come off of the car, you know, hear me I say, Ella.
All right, yes.
Look, I cannot hear me I say.
Me I hear what you say, man. Me just try to get it clear because I know me want to listen.
Yeah, when we lick the car, you know, reverse off, like you know, you park up on the side.
Yeah.
So I go on.
Yeah.
So, as we do that, I need to put the car in a park. I feel a gunshot start this, isn't it? So we go so boom and drive and speed around and run over the side of them on the right. And go around the car, isn't it? And go so boom and end up a CANT police station. Straight there so we drive go, isn't it?
Yeah.
And tell them so we just touching a car in a black car back. And I feel a gunshot start like. And look the youth get shot, isn't it? So goes to police them gone down from the scene and some can go to hospital at a public. You see me?
May I hear you, man? Talk, man. May I hear you?
Yeah. So when you carry the youth at public and thing, never there. So them take him out and thing and we come back up as CANT police station and park the car and thing. You see me? When them park the car and thing, we go in at the CID and we give me statement. And tell them, say, me lick is a black car, me lick up in a, and you understand, I in a night moved her, and things to no follow nobody else, so them people there, all they try to bring things out of proportion. You understand, family? Go so boom now, give the statement, I come down. I don't go on my yard, my blood up on them things there, and I'm down the road of the youth there. You see me? And I ask, and I search, and I say, what kind of foolishness this and them thing there. So you hear me and elder. So I go so boom now. Even the same night, meet the youth father and I tell him, yo, you come down here and I just see a gunshot, the man tell me, say, just dead, but I go after 12. And I tell you, you start search and I do the thing. You see me, elder? And me give me statement as that. Elder, from that, me give me statement. That, what really happening, elder? I tell you, go up by night and them tell me, say, them no want me in them yard. And them.
Who tell you that? Who tell you, say, them no want in the yard?
The family mother send come and make them talk to the policeman and tell them what them.
So you never know the mother all them time there? You never know the mother?
Yeah, man, I know the mother them time the bar she run.
No, I mean before. Oh, so you didn't know the mother then?
Yeah, man.
But you never know the son.
That.
But you never know the son.
No.
Oh, you only know the mother.
Yeah, I know the mother.
Yeah. Okay.
So I go so boom. And walk come down and sit down at the same stall when I take up the youth from, you see me? At the 9 night. And when I look, about 50 man come from right there and surround me and rush me, and if I never see them bridging, I mean, would I be dead man no more than not nothing. You understand?
Which man them rush you?
From up at 9 night them be there.
Oh, they be at the 9 night. Okay.
Up at the yard.
Yeah.
You see me? From that, me and the people them not deal, me and them not talk. Me not talk to them and them not talk to me, you see me?
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, yeah.
So the statement where you get at the police station, where you tell them at the police station?
Listen no motor. Nobody tell you nothing. You see that lady when you Miss Louis?
No, wait no man, nobody tell me about Miss Louis.
Yeah,
wait no man, nobody tell me about Miss Louis. Tell me where you tell the police them up at the police
station.
No,
when I tell no police nothing.
You never get a statement say you don't know the first
me
statement.
Not give no statement, motor.
Okay.
If me give statement, say me know the man not care what time. Them not supposed to arrest the man back, motor.
No, wait, me never say no, me not tell you what them say, no, me ask you where you tell them say happen down at the place.
Alright, let me tell you what go on.
Yeah.
You see, after me give my first statement.
Then that me ask you what will you say in the statement?
Alright, watch this stuff. After me give my first statement. The woman stay stuff.
No, wait, why you did say in the first statement?
The first statement after I go on, I go down to Avondale Island Drive, look up in our car, and I hear a gunshot start fire.
Yeah.
I never see it. I not even know the car when I look up in a motor. Everybody know that. Not even know the code. I never see nobody. I just see a gunshot start fire.
Yeah, so you never have no time to see who. So you never have no time to see who then? Because the gunshot.
No time to see who, Ella. I hold more long made and I'm steering and see and get away. You understand? No, I don't see nobody me tell them same time as me come out of the car content.
Okay, so you never you never sign no paper in the first statement?
Yeah, that's a MIT, man. Yeah, man, and the first statement them talk about, that's a MIT.
No, we don't reach a part yet. Me say, the first time when you tell them, say, you never see nobody and you did not bend down your head and the car to drive it. You did sign your name to that argument where you get.
Yeah, man, up a CID.
All right, yeah. All right.
That's from me.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
One cool-head kind of police, man.
Yeah.
Right? All right, let me tell you now. After my first statement, Ella, but there in the yard, 2 car of police, like them come from downtown, you understand? Them say them come to take the second statement.
The second statement?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, listen to me.
Yeah, man, I listen to you, man. Yeah.
All right, them say them come to take the second statement. The drive go up at the police station, then them drive go back down at the scene where the incident happened. You see me? When we go down at the scene where the incident happened, we go back at the police station at Constant. One of the police officers sit me in a room and start take my statement. You see my motor?
Take my statement, the one where you
second, the same statement I give him.
Oh, you give him the same statement, and he might write it down.
When we give MIT, and he might write it down. You understand?
Yeah.
Boom, more time phone ring. You see me?
Yeah.
Him stop write the statement, him there talk on the phone, and now only see him go so boom, tear up that statement, they receive the first one, and say to me, say, man, I have to bother give a second statement. And the man, them charm me down on my yard. Motor. What the arresting officer right now for the case, he was one of the police who was there to take the second statement with a group of police officers. You understand? Ask him if he detect any second statement from me. Boom, Muta, listen this. When them charm back down on my yard, them not take my statement. I go so, and there on my yard, this man named Mr. Thompson from Canton Spring. Mother did there when him come. And take me away in the car. I be take them and take me away when the thing just go on more time. I never get in a them thing yet. I don't know nothing about it. You understand? Man go so boom and climb up a spring. Take out a driver's license and I look at join our office. And I show me. One red man I tell me say the man this do the thing motor and him big and him tall and him name nigga and I say Ella. We are tell me them things for. I don't see nobody in the thing, I don't want you tell me them things because I don't want to get further mixed up in this thing, you know. I mean, I have to keep up no foolishness. All right, hear him now. Anyway, him come to me because he see my first statement when me give, and them always do it so in a shooting case. Them always take the signature take the signature upon some paper and see if the same it match with the one when me give them at MIT. And that the man said to me in a mouth, the man goes so boom now, going on same jar, take out 3 sheets of paper and put them in front of me and I run the man down on the line and say, right, that's so. Why you put it on your signature, yeah, so. You understand? And that and that. And when we don't do that, the man just say, all right, and carry me back down on my yard. You understand? Me never go up on no station, go give nobody no statement motor.
All right, hold on, Bridget. You categorically say that you never write down, you never give the man them no argument for them write down no second statement.
Motor. I not even spend 5 minutes up there and you hear me tell you what the man do and can't back down on my yard.
Okay.
You understand? And that the man do me, you know. And then I show me say, so see some man over there, over the yard on BMW, and I say, I can't go over there. I'm going to say, at this me look up and I say, I'm can't do them things. You know, understand what you're telling me for do, you know. And when them system now work with them things, the Ella, you know me, you know, Ella, when me see the man I feel it, you know, Ella, man can't look for me, you know, me show the lady and say, me see the man here, you know, see the policeman here, you know, you know, yeah, I know him, I work with him before. Ella, let me tell you now, boom, now, after I do that, the man came down on me yard, the man come back on me yard again, you know, and take me again, you know, and say, boss wants to see me. You understand? He said, who was boss wants to see me? He said, in boss of a police headquarters of stuff. You understand? So we driving our car with him and we are go up there. When I go up on the wheel, hear the man to my motor. That time Mr. Thomas, hear the man. In boss I go ask me something. I'm going to just say, yeah man, I mean deal with them. So me I say to him in our car, I say, no man, I can't do that, brother. I can't go up there and go say, man ask me things and I say, I mean deal. What I talk about? But when we reach up the motor, it was a boom. We greet by a man named Elan Powell and Novlet Grant. You understand, motor?
Yeah.
Elan Powell and Novlet Grant, them coming out the car with the policeman came in. Them run him out of it. Them tell him to come out and leave the tree away night. You understand? When them leave the tree away night, the man, the officer named Elan Powell asked me, say, if anybody show me a picture and them things, then I say, yeah, see that man the way you run out of the car, that is that him just to show me driver's license, man.
All right, hold on the bridging. All right, I just want to ask you something, but before I ask you something, I just want to tell the people them that, for those of you who are listening to music news, we are going to delay it little because of the sensitivity of what we are dealing with right now. So now. All right. Brethren,
yeah.
You tell me, say, the policeman them show you a picture.
A driver's license.
A driver's license of the man where them say, him
yes.
do the shooting.
Yes, and say them want me go up and identify parade motor. And them are going to show me on a laptop.
All right. Brethren. Me don't really want to pressure you, you know. But me just want to hear you say something because this is a whole heap of Jamaican people is very sensitive about this thing. You understand?
A whole heap of people.
All right, wait now. Yeah, so hear what me I say now. Brethren.
Yeah.
You talk to me, I say now. You know, you're a Rasta.
Yes, Musa.
All right, hear what me I say now, Brethren. You are tell me, say, when you go to the police station,
yeah,
you never give them no second statement, and them show you a picture of the man who them say, and this man here.
All right. When you reach, when the man can't go back where they take the statement, when the next man comes to me and can't go up by station, the man just flying at the place in my office, take out a driver's license, and I show me and I say, the man this. We name nigger Charlie and them thing and him 6 foot and him big and red and him have cock bottom. I told the man I deal with me no more. I mean I say, Ella, where you show them thing for? And at that, me no sit down and give no man no statement.
Let me ask you something. Listen to this. Listen to this and tell me if I your words this.
Yeah.
This is what come out in the court. The reason this is supposed to be a second statement where you signed to. It say the reason why I was telling lie in the first statement is because I was in fear of my life. And second, I never trust the police.
Mota.
Yeah.
All me feel fear of my life and I don't know nobody nothing. And you know me know nothing from the first time. I don't know nobody when I get in and nothing with. And them know the man them and the type of people them. And them are telling me, so the police them are come to me. So them are telling me what kind of man they involved with and them thing them Mota. I don't know nothing about the man. That is the truth, that is the statement where them fabricate and next Mota. Me I tell you that. Listen me now, I don't tell you now. They saw me up at the headquarters, Mota. I'm meet by Mr. Ilan Powell and Miss Novlet Grant. You know, some me I get to know say a statement fabricated, you know. You understand? And the man goes so boom. And I said to me, sir, in our statement, when we want to help them with, and I said, sir, I'm going to depend them something there. I'm going to depend them something there. And I tell the man, say, matter of fact, I'm not even drive back with the officer, come down. You understand, Mota? And the man give me a money right there, so I'm take a taxi right there from Mr. Ilam. And the man said to me, sir, I don't have this close with nobody. So I say, I don't know the truth, I work with the truth. So I don't show you, nobody not tell me, say, me a crown with this and them thing the hell.
So you never tell nobody say the reason why you're changing things because your conscience is that bother you and all them something there.
I say nobody, me no conscience in that bother me, no know nobody elder. You know, hear me I tell you, me no know nobody elder. Let me tell you, that whole statement the elder. Let me tell you, I don't know nothing about it. And me I talk from the bottom of my heart. You understand? And the police, them know, say, and no lie me I tell. Them know, because the lady, even for the first time, the lady I meet me. And I went court, I go on about Thursday, and she tell me over her office. And she asked me about it, and I tell her, I tell me, you don't know nothing about that. And she even say, well, for the truth you talk, man, you for the truth you talk. I tell her, and she even asked for me and tell me, say, them that want me to do something to fly me, but you know they find no fool in this motor.
So you didn't go up on the parade?
Which parade? All them for climb up on parade and me not sing about the Ella. All them for climb up on parade. Them come to me, you know, Ella.
Yeah, all right. You want to know, Bridget? I want to call you back because we have to take a music news or so. So I want to take the music news and call you back here. So stay near your phone. Charge up back your phone. You understand?
Yeah, man.
All right, give thanks. All right, music news time. For questions and answers, may I tell you cannot imagine everybody and make them own and draw. It's a courthouse. The People's Court is in session. The People's Court is in session, man. May I tell you, the prosecutor, the defense, and the person who's supposed to be the main witness. Prosecutor, Miss Paula Llewellyn, the defense, Mr. Atkinson, and the main witness, who eventually is not a witness at all. Sir. Anyway, we're going to go back our team, you know, but we know to the catch part thing, and we don't want to cut out the thing again. We're going to go forward to him and come forward. But, you know, we just wait for this catch part thing, you know, says catch part thing, and catch part trump everything else. Cash pot, all we are going for radio. Anyhow, we ever forget the cash pot, and I said, well, you want to say, we're going to keep cash pot a little more later, like we just do music news a while ago. Trust me, man, people call the broadcasting commission and say, guess what, they just do a terrible thing in my life, you know. They put off cash pot. All right, we're not going to put off the cash pot, but we're going to just go out and say, until the cash pot. Okay, may I tell you? Yes, brethren, you there?
Yeah, man.
All right. Let me ask you two questions.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't expect you to say no or yes. And one of the questions, I expect you to say yes. But I still have to ask you because I never ask you, my conscience would bother me.
Yes, sir.
Anybody threaten you for do you something? For say where you say no?
Dada, no, man.
No,
Dada.
nobody never threaten you.
From day one, Dada.
No, me just ask you no if anybody threaten you. You get a threat?
Nothing like that, Dada.
All right, me ask you a question. You're the next question. You say no. You never say no 2 times.
Yeah.
You're the next question when me ask you now. Anybody peel off any money and give you?
Dada.
Yeah.
None of them things, Dada, man.
You don't get no money at all.
I come like the people them out of street, Dada.
So, may I ask you a question? You still sell per Manziel Road, eh? You still sell?
Yeah, man.
Where you sell? Jerk chicken, where you sell?
Where you sell?
Where you sell long a Manziel there? Where you sell? Where you sell?
Juggler business, man.
Your juggler business.
Yeah.
All right, we're not going to further with that. All right. So, based upon for your present economical situation,
yeah,
you're still a juggle. But if tomorrow we hear say you're gone a foreign, we know say something drop and what you did I say it's joke business. Yeah, that's what I say?
Mota. Is that some joking when they are taking?
No, me not take it for no joke. Me doesn't say. No, watch out. Me not talk to you because of me one, you know. Me talk to you for people who are listening. Yeah. Yeah. Talk louder.
I have my life to protect, you know.
Yeah.
They are telling me about them something and them something. I have my life and my youth, you know.
Yeah, me know.
So me protect right from people and do certain things.
Yeah.
And then me look like a fool.
Yeah.
And then want to me.
Yeah.
Most of talk from the state here, man, and them things.
No, but you see, I know me want to talk, you know, it's the people that me talk about. Talk fast. Yeah.
Yeah, me I say. It's not a statue, brother. Or a money thing. You hear that?
Yes, yeah.
So now, I bring this thing like a joke thing.
Yeah.
Like a serious.
A serious thing, that me say too. All right. So you maintain.
Yeah, me I say.
Yeah.
Right now, we are talking about if me could have, you can move to that time, right now. You know, talk to nobody and then.
Yeah.
Talk to truth already.
Yeah.
Keep on there. And you know what go on, you know, brother.
Yeah.
You can step on outside and talk to me and talk.
Talk a little louder on the phone.
You can just step on outside and talk when you want to say, because I know me in this, I know everything.
Oh, the people that me talk to now. When you say uno.
Understand?
Yeah, I know me talk.
Me in this, I know everything.
Yeah.
They say, I'm going to give me thing and thing. Police are telling me, say, you know. Two-side of thing, police are telling me, say, 2 minutes, you know, why me I live. I want to know if a people alone are iron. And people are telling me, say, 2 minutes I live. And then now you have some other people that talk about a PR. Brother, I'm going to tell you this, from day one, I see the thing. I never see nothing, I not even know the vehicle, I look up in a brother. Where you want, where you try.
Oh. Where's it?
Money thing and them things.
Are the first somebody asked you that?
Not the first somebody asked.
Then why you make it so like a me and make it up? Why you make it so like a me and make it up? So?
Hear me, I say.
Yeah.
The singer is a big man.
Yeah, me know.
You have to remember, you have my side,
yes.
And people have them other side. So.
Yes.
I understand. It's coming like to me in the middle of something on the ear.
What you never asked for?
Listen. Brother, nobody never make me know something on me. I feel treating things go on. Them tell you, you know what them tell me, sir? Them come on me yard, my brother, and tell them me and my mother, and tell them to me now come on a court, because I'm not see nothing. I know what the man said to me. If you just come say, the statement, for me give a NIC. I can't treat me now, but not even phone me there court Friday.
Yeah.
I think phone me meet the lady and tell me to me, brother.
All right, let me ask you a question. You think, say, because the policeman, them show you the picture of the man who you for finger and thing, how them talk about him, you feel, say, them have something against him personally? Why them really a pressure you so?
Brother, hear me I say to you, me don't know about that. At one time, the same man ever said to me, say, when he want to show me the picture, the man said, a long time one that man.
Wait, hold on. Where's a while ago?
Me talk to you in a court.
Yeah.
The man that show me the driver's license. A long time he want that man now.
Him want that man there? You mean the Powell? The man them show you upon the driver's license?
You understand?
Okay.
Me that me not do no mix up that my thing when you see that the people know and that the people see me together in a nice in a motor.
Yeah.
No, I think that the see I'm not going to motor can be a one.
No, me not think nothing, Bridget. Me just ask you something because it's a thing out there where everybody I think about, you know. It catch everybody, you know. You have to understand we are going in Jamaica right now, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the most important thing happening in Jamaica right now, you know.
Now I tell you, sir.
Yeah.
There's so long the man them draw. May I ask you one question? What if me get a first statement maker, send it down to the man, and me go in again and say, you see the man, did the man still to be, the man shouldn't be arrested, motor back?
Yeah.
So motor no look for anything there.
No, but me know send the day foreign. You know.
Yeah, but
and it's when him come back, them arrest him.
All right, what is?
Yeah.
No, that time them send me a stick. Them a say, me only give a statement send me a stick. So motor you give him bail. Ask the policeman say, oh, can a man like them man there get bail on their road?
Yeah.
He tell me say that the arrest in Africa.
Yeah.
The case is not strong against the man. That's why I get bail.
Okay, yeah. And are you not going to straighten it? Are you going to straighten the case?
So what you know? The man tell me say them nothing against the man. That's why I get if it's possible and them have witness for it. So him have been in a custody and come out of a van and go to court and remand back on them. So I understand me and say, how me to tell them say me see man and know man and then not arrest him back, brother.
Well, I did just put it toward the other people them a while ago.
Yeah.
And the argument.
All right. Oh, me go tell me see the man and then not arrest him back in the road for 5 years, brother.
Yeah.
Eh? Yeah. And then you have to tell me say me and me from the TV hear that thing. Okay. You know what them tell me to motor?
Yeah.
Them tell me to come and court and ask them more that Ilan Paul have a white van and say if we can come whatever time they need it to me. So me I got a court with that from my head to me and me and them thing there and tell you that thing.
Yeah. Well, it's sound to me, based upon my information when me get, that the man picture where them show you, it's almost like him never in the car.
Ella, even the policeman, them are telling me, say, in a them time, they say, I know the man beat and them things, to show you.
Them tell you that?
Yeah, more than one of them. When them have me a travel around, Ella, them tell me a headquarters, them tell me a Fort Tour, one place on Oxford Road, them tell me downtown, Ella, them tell me a new thing.
No, when, hold on there. The police, them tell you, said, them know, say, I know him do it?
Yeah. I tell you.
So who them suggest to you say do it? Who them suggest to you?
Them say family them do it. And I think fan of them things.
In family?
I tell them say, you don't know them things. And the police them always are telling me, who is this man and them things.
Oh, it's a catch quack where you catch him short thing.
Yeah, you don't know Ella. But I tell you, sir. Ella, I took the talk in it.
Yeah.
I know that too. I fix them up things one, give me to talk, you know.
Yeah.
I think some agree, you know. And I tell you that, you know. That's why them come against me, you know.
Yeah, well, I have credible information. I have credible information that say the man who is charged for the crime was not in the car.
All right.
Yeah,
So I tell you, and yet still them want me to go put myself in a them thing there. To go do them work. I'm going to tell them something. Nah, do them work, later. And the woman turned against me. And the first woman I meet out of 5 years and all of this, you know. One time, you know. This lady didn't know me, you know. This lady asked me want to go for contact. My mother can tell you, and the policeman drive come take me from the yard.
Okay. Oh, that is Paula. Paula say,
Yeah.
Yes, you personally go up there.
And walk go for station. I never do that yet. And the man comes to me every time I let me out, the police can come to me.
Yeah.
Police come to me, Ella, and drive me in a car.
All right, Bridget, this thing I going to continue, but we just,
All right, Ella, watch it.
Yeah.
See, last time the man come to me, the same man named Mr. Thompson.
Yeah.
My mother asked him, you might come to me so much time, and the man I tell him, man, we have a drink, all them things. And then I can't go up and sing and sing to God. And I can't them lift up, I feel things are going on like them can't see nothing for me.
Yeah, sorry for laugh, but...
The man they can't even look at my face on him, because the man knows them set me up there. And when them set me up, most of them are try to... Them not see, most of them, none of them not live through the 5 years or nothing, And none of them... I said, my statement, I'm going to talk it in a court at any time. This people will come put up something money they know about. And me to answer, I got them to send me statement pass to them things when they try to give me today.
Yeah.
I tell you, Ella, I'm telling you now, do it.
All right, brethren, we out of the time, see? But we want to give thanks you spend so long with me, because nearly an hour now I have you on the radio. So.
You have to make them know everything.
Yeah, me hear you say everything, man. You say everything. You say everything. Believe you me. You say what you say. You say everything.
I have to make them know, brother.
Yeah.
Because what's that? You see when the man leaves me up at the police headquarters, you see me know all them things and say to come link you and all them things.
Yeah.
You know the man said to me, when the man I try to show me, the man said, don't disclose nobody.
No what?
You know, for this shows where I said to me up there, to nobody. When I say more, I'm going to find out man from computer and I
Yeah.
And when I say me can't do it, Ella there. So what, you know why them people are there for me 2 minutes?
Yeah. All right, may I ask you a question? Last question may I ask you?
Yes, Mr.
Did a next news, radio network tell you, say, you must do no more interview until them tell you? Because them never want you do no interview today with me?
No, man.
Nobody don't tell you that?
No.
So you must do no more interview yet?
No. Everything, no, man. But I just... with TVJ.
TVJ tell you that?
No, I know with TVJ.
No. When I ask you this. Listen to what I ask you.
Yeah.
You do a whole heap of interview already, right?
Yeah.
Did any of the other interviewers that you do with tell you, say, don't do no more interview until them tell you?
Why you ask that question?
No, because we hear say, we're not going to get to interview you. It's like somebody that tried sabotage our interview. But now we realize it's true.
Yeah, man. But slow down. Yeah, man. Someone interview me said that.
All right, that me ask you. That's why I ask you. So, so them say they don't have to why me ask you. I ask you because me know say you want to do my interview, and if me didn't catch you first, you didn't do my interview. But somebody don't want you to do the interview with me. Say, don't.
I know with you, man. Them know students.
Yeah, anything, anybody. But them know say, I'm out of a program. Yeah. Them more exclusive.
Yeah, them more exclusive. Man.
All right, so you turn celebrity, man. I know, you see you're juggling, I know you're juggling, I'm going to get big, You're juggling, I'm going to get large now. All right, Bridget? Yeah, me not say nothing. Wayne, give thanks, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yes. May I tell you, that was Wayne Wright, the taxi driver in the X6 case. And he was identified as the key witness in the case against Patrick Powell until him decides, say, he might tell the truth, according to film truth, and say, well, watch you know. Me not tell a lie for no. So that is how it go. So you know out there who are listening to this. Why I don't know, a whole heap of judge out there and jury. A whole heap of judge and jury out there. So the conversation will continue. The conversation will continue upon the roadside, in the marketplace, round a cup of tea, and round 2 guns. You understand? I just say it go. All right, so Steppin. This is Steppin Razor. May I tell you? Wow. Okay. We have a couple minutes to take 2 calls. So, first come, first serve. So, I could see what will happen if the phone have a light up before we start playing that tune, yeah? But we're going to play that tune, yeah. We just that. Okay. Sugar sing over. As I say, we have play for our album name. Okay, we're not play that. Yes, Yel.
Yeah, Muta Wagwa, you good?
Yeah, oh, you mean if you're good, man?
Good, thanks for life, man. I call from Clarendon in a place named Gravelly.
Yeah, what happened?
You know, if I'm out listen to the general, and you know, it's actually the little general attack, though.
A what?
You see, it's actually the little general attack, you know.
True or a trick? True. Oh.
Yes, man, because to all the youth vote is like I set them up, set the youth up. You see me?
Who you think I set him up?
The piece of the policeman must set up the youth, man. To all the youth, Muta, you can hear it in the youth voice. You can feel it, Muta, so a true youth attack. Me not do that, you know. Me just a regular listen to Ira, you see me?
Yeah, me I listen, yeah.
So...
No, listen to the radio, brethren. Listen to the radio, man.
Sorry, Muta.
You don't know that for a long time once you look off radio when you come.
Even me, I listen to it, my heart crying. I tell you this.
All right, we can't facilitate no more that call.
Muta.
Yeah, watch out, you go in and out. I don't know where you go. Stop going.
All right, yeah, me there now. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I said, how the little general attack. Me believe what I say still, because you can feel it in the voice. You can see it. You can feel it. The vibes that you look at you attack the truth. You see?
All right.
So, I feel then there's a pressure the youth and set up the youth still. The youth, I feel the youth attack you. How you look at it?
How me look at it?
Mm-hmm.
It come to me that the man who them hold for the murder is not him.
Exactly.
But wait now. Given where the youth say a while ago, that the police them show him a picture of a man where them a say him, it sounds to me like me have to go find Powell and ask him what is it that police have against him. Because all the youth attack is like the police them
I set up youth.
No, not the youth. I set up the man who them hold for the something.
Yeah, it's like them against the man who did them to do it.
Powell obviously knows who do it.
Exactly.
But you see, you can't talk certain things. You can't go try over that case there. But in my thinking, I don't think it's Powell fired a shot there.
No, sir.
Yeah, and we don't know. We don't have to tell who me think do it. I don't know because I never did it. I don't know. And the brother said no know who. So if him did that, I'm saying no know who. Me can't.
You want feeling the vibes of how you talk.
Yeah, I understand what you say. I understand what you say. But you ask me how me feel. I mean, I'll tell you how me feel.
Yeah.
Me I feel say it's not Powell. Do fire the shot. And I think say if them dig deeper, or maybe them know who fire the shot. But it done gone bad already. Can't go back again. Anyway, we have to move. We can take another car.
Yes.
The program so done. Yes. Yeah. This is the Steppin Razor. Very unusual Steppin Razor. Well, a three interview lasting over 2 hours. Believe you me. Yes, click it. Yeah, Iel.
Yeah, Muta.
Yeah, blessed.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm just saying something here. In 2011.
2011, yeah?
Yeah, there was a man in Mason, Sam, who was bailing people. And I caught up after several people have got them people bail out of bail. And Sam took some money from me and my son. And after he took the money, he gave us a false bank statement, which I think the bank was, I wouldn't say name now because we don't really remember. And after him take the money, him give my son the false bank statement. The son ending up go jail and me ending up go jail too. My son ending up get 6 months and the other people them, which was one of my friends too, when I call her name, she get 6 months to what she pay 100,000 and come out. And nobody in the post office will get arrested, but who send out the prisoners them, the jailers them.
So you didn't have a liar? You didn't have a liar?
Yeah, my son did have a liar, but when me in a jail and him say him need the liar to change, me couldn't do it because me was down, real down. And then what me saying, they put my name over the ear that I fraud the bank some money, which never go like that. But after that, there was an officer who responds for the station when we did there at the jail. Him said that he cannot get go to court and really should not get any arrest for what.
Who
what
said
they
that?
say
Who said that? Who said that?
And my little son go to jail for him did work in Jamaica 6 months. And since this year, I think him call me and tell me that him get a paper to go court that Tom want back his passport that he can travel. And my son wanted to travel how long and him can't travel because that's not.
So what you gonna do now? Tell me what you gonna do.
Well, when I look at it and look at Tom getting back his passport and see that nobody in the court office did get arrested, I said I'm gonna do something about it.
And what you do?
By going to a lawyer and talk to him and whatever. And when I look at it, they cannot put people's name over the ear like that.
No.
And then the thing is this, I wasn't charged. And when I look at it, Muta, it hurt me so much sometimes I'm so depressed over it. And every time that I wanted to call you like something holding me back.
Oh, yeah?
And now I decided to, and I get to it.
Well, you didn't just want to vent your frustration, right?
Yes, Muta.
Because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about it. But I know sometimes when you vent your frustration, it kind of eases your pressure a little.
Yeah.
All right, Mama.
Yeah.
What is your name? What is your name?
Susan Muta.
From Clarendon.
Yes, Muta.
I enter you see me yell me up, yeah?
Yeah, Muta.
All right, give thanks. Yes, pressure all over the place, man. Click it. This is the Steppin razor, the art of war. We want to give thanks, We want to, why may I tell you, what engaging program. We want to give thanks to Samantha upstairs. Samantha, a.k.a. Kim Kardashian. Come on, Julie, them teeth from her the other day, Rasta. We never see she wear none yet. We want to yell up Shamara, who's very engaging today. She was very sprousy. I've never seen her so sprousy since I come to IRFM. Very engaging. I find it very beautiful. I love her more now. She was very engaging and opinionated and everything. So I want to give thanks to Shamara. We want to give thanks to Young, who was very engaging too. Even more engaging than usual. We want to give thanks to Neil, who was most engaging. The man have opinion. I tell you. We say, everybody have opinion all of a sudden. It's a serious thing. Everybody gets socially conscious. Everybody to liar and prosecutor and jury and everything right now. We have to investigate. Everybody are investigate. But we want to heal up Wade right. Paula Llewellyn. We want to heal up the former Attorney General, Patrick Atkinson. Because we can't bounce it, we can't bounce it. All right, we're not going to bounce it. So here we are saying now. Again, you know. Again. This is a Steppin razor, the art of war.